a minute.
Is there 2 people in there or one?
Yeah,
2.
there's 2 people. Checking his ailerons and his elevators. Flap, or his rudder. He has the flaps. You got to set your flaps, so your ailerons are flaps on the wing.
Where's the tower that controls this?
Tower? Now it's a small grass strip. They don't have a tower.
Mommy,
Yes, William.
what's this?
It's an airplane.
No, up there.
Well, that's a windsock.
Mommy, it's a windsock.
Yeah, it's a windsock.
There's no heat in those. See them all dressed up nice and warm?
That's cold.
Yeah. I mean, I imagine there's some heat that comes back from the engine, but it ain't much. There they go.
Oh, here they go, William. Here they
Just
go.
took the brakes off. A little Lycoming engine.
Where's the runway? Are they gonna fly or are they just gonna bullshit? Oh, here it goes, here it goes, here it goes.
That is strap. That is a runway. Tails up. Straight.
Oh, I
He's
don't
gonna go
see
down over
it.
the hill and then up he goes.
Oh my goodness, you see it well? That's cool.
Now if you look straight over, you should see our place.
Oh, I see
Over
it.
the hill.
Yep, I see it.
Right.
That's cool. That's cool. Okay, so we just get a what?
We get a what? Oh, look at John Deere's. Oh, it's got to be a 60. No,
Which
it's
one?
a
This
50.
old one?
That's a 60.
And
50, 60. Yeah, John Deere 60.
60, 60.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's right there in the airplane.
You see?
Yeah, it's turbulent up there. I wouldn't be up there. This is where all of the drop tanks, the World War II drop tanks were when my dad was young. He said his grandfather took them up. My great-grandfather took them up here. And they were out here in wooden crates. All the parts that were to go to the, I guess they were stored down in Philadelphia. And then they came up here because, you know, the war effort was all over the place. You know, there was just, and they shipped them out of different places so that there was no one target for, if in the event that the Germans or Japanese came and invaded.
Huh.
Yep.
Little history.
Always history. People can live here their whole lives and not know half the shit that we know.
That's true.
Yep, they move in, they move out. They say where they live, but know nothing about the area and what went on during certain times. Certain times and uncertain times. But Pennsylvania does the roads right. That's with the roads at the bottom. If you up top there is where the fields and stuff are. Here, make a left up here. I'll show you. I want to go over by the pouches anyway, so we'll just cross the Milford Bridge. But here, do this. It says no trucks. These are cow paths.
Climbing up.
So for all my English friends that are watching this, this is what the narrow roads look like in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania does not have a very good road system. It's colonial. These are colonial, like this house here. It was an old stone house. But if you see, you get up to the top here now, and there's all these fields, see 'em? Over there, up in the top. We used to fly over this when we were flying, and it's like, where are all these fields? Because you drive through here, you never see any of the fields.
Yeah.
But when you get in an airplane and fly like that, was Van Zant's. That's Van Zant's airport there.
Mm.
So, if you fly over Van Zant, Paul wouldn't land there because it was grass. But there's all the fields over there. Well, I guess it's back to business as usual, kind of, sort of thing. I got home and I'm starting to feel like millennial farmer. All my batteries are dead. I haven't tried this truck, but this is where the popcorn is, and I really need to get going on that. It's dry enough now. It's up there. It's got to be cleaned. Obviously, I've been overseas, and then I got sick, and I was sick before I went, and I get sick when I get back. And we did get this thing fixed. Before I left, I have to finish putting it together. There's the chute and stuff. But I did put the new shaft on there. So the new shaft on that auger there, straighten that auger out. New chain there, it is brand new. That chain was okay. This is ready to go. One thing I have to do is take it off the jack stands, and it seems like it's okay. Let's see what the tire is on this side. That tire might be flat. Yep, that tire's flat. So I'm gonna put air in that tire, and then get it off the jack stands. And kind of clean up a little bit of stuff around here. I want to pull a tractor in here. I have to clean off the welding table. There's some tires that need to go. Well, yeah, clean off the welding table. That shouldn't be there like that, but it is. Yeah, got to get that done. This out of here. There's some stuff here that needs to go. Seriously considering selling both of these trucks. This is a 1937 Chevy, 1 ton. And that's a 41 Ford. This one here I do not have a title for, but they're easily obtained. And the 41 Ford, they both run and drive. They're okay, but they're taking up space in the shop here, and I want to get back to these 2 tractors that are here. And I have to bring a baler in here. And in order to do that, I just have to have more room. So that's what's going to happen. It's an unfortunate thing, but you know what? You run out of space, you run out of space. You got to do what you got to do. So I'm going to go ahead and let that down. 7530, batteries are shot in that one, dead in that one because I left the radio on before I went to England. And when you do that, you got no batteries when you get home. And it was screaming when I came in here. So, and my dad wants to be able to get his jitney out of here. So I have to finish up moving all this crap out of the way. Timothy got sick as well, so we got that to deal with. But for the most part, back at it. Got to get back at it. Got to load a load of corn. Oh, and the Peterbilt batteries are dead for some stupid reason. So when I get the tractor started, I'm going to take the truck up and hook it up to that truck up there and get that battery. Those batteries going, and they're brand new batteries. I don't know what happened there, why there was a draw on that one. Usually that thing sits for months and it's fine, but it couldn't handle 2 weeks. So anyway, whatever. All right, so Tim took it down off of the jack stand. We're gonna get that 4450 hooked up to it. We're gonna see if it even works because we put it all back together again, but we haven't ran it yet. And it's got feed and stuff in here, so that'll have to get run. I need to put all new hammers in here, but at this time I'm not gonna be able to do it because I got too much other stuff to deal with, and I just don't have the time to do it. So he'll get that. I can't believe that thing fired right off. My Peterbilt, I left something plugged in to a USB in there and it drained my battery, so that thing is dead. 3 brand new batteries and they're dead. So I'm charging them now. Crazy Asian just pulled in here. Look at this.
Back to work?
Yeah, we're back to work.
Alright. I'm gonna go. I dropped William off an half bath. Will you stop that?
So crazy. Ah! Watch out, they'll run you over. Alright. I need a hitch pin. I don't know if there's a hitch pin around or not. You got a hitch pin or do I have to find one? Let me find one. Oh, you got one. Safety third. Ah, I gotta change that power takeoff. All right, slowly engage it. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa! That ain't good. There's something down in there. Gotta dig it out. It'll destroy that thing. Something ain't right. Say we turn that backwards or turn it. I don't know what the hell it is. Something in there. We'll find out. Alright, so we disconnected the chain. What was that about? Oh, we disconnected the chain. I turned it with a... He started it up to run the auger up the center. Ran smooth as silk. So now we're just going to hook it all back up again. And, well, that's weird. We'll hook it all back up again. I turned it and it was really stiff. I don't know why, but then it decided to go, so life is good. What do we need to do? Turn it? Oh, you got it. No. And then that should just suck that in, because I turned it by hand. It was stiff. And I turned it with a pipe wrench and then it started to go in, so that's a good thing.
It's because it was tight on the one side.
It was what?
It was tight at the very bottom, so with it stirred.
Yeah, once it stirred it and I got it to move, yeah, it's fine. Watch your fingers. So we'll get this grinder going again and then get back to work. I want to grind another load of feed so I can get the rest of my corn out. I've sold it, it just needs to, I just got to get the last of it out. What am I doing? My finger is cold. Oh. That'll do it. Here, take that. Okay. Yeah, that would have just twisted that sucker right the hell off. So engage it very slowly. We'll take a look. Hopefully it goes. There it goes. Excellent. So what happened? The bearing just shit out. I'm not kidding you. That bearing just busted apart. I never seen anything like it. Okay. You saw it here live on One Lonely Farmer, how things can go sideways in a nanosecond. Yeah, we got to take it apart. That's all, just got to take it apart. So anyways, you saw that it worked. Well, when this thing failed, when the gearbox in the bottom broke, it caused the small chain on there to bind really tight, and it actually bent the hell out of it. So what I did was bought a piece of ready-made stock shaft, put it in there, had the keyway and everything in, and then I just jammed it in and welded it fast. Yeah, just that bearing in the bottom went out. Yeah, so we gotta pull that out. What a pain in the ass. So that means we gotta take it
off from the dam.
No, the shaft, the sprocket's gotta come off. Just take the sprocket off.
Okay.
And tap it out, put a new one in. That's all. Right? I don't think it has to come off. Oh, it might have to come off back there.
Yeah, from there.
No.
Well, from there to there, but it's got to come off from the
No. It can stay on the gearbox. You just take those two. You take that one there out and that one there out, and drive the thing off.
Okay.
You should probably just take this tractor out of here so that we can do that.
I'll just tell Scott we broke it again.
Huh?
Tell Scott we broke it again.
You did?
I said we'll have to.
Huh. Didn't get very far, did we? Didn't get very far, did we? Oh well.
It's already broken before.
No, it wasn't.
No,
It just crumbled.
It's
Yeah.
been broken.
Yeah, bearing was bad. I should have replaced it. Whatever. Oh well, such is life. And I'm gonna see if I can start my truck.
Yep.
Power supply low. All right. Excuse Excuse me. Yeah, so this shaft was hogged out. I don't know if I showed that, but that's the reason why that bearing collapsed or fell apart. So there's a couple of things you could do. You could go and buy a whole new shaft and replace the bearings, or you can take JB Weld. Well, there's a few things you could do, but I'm doing this. I could have bought a whole new shaft, spent, you know, a couple $100 on it, new bearing there, and, you know, just put a new end on there. The problem is there are two different size keyways for that size and that size, so it kind of would have been difficult. So what I opted to do was to take JB Weld, and I've got this little Afro engineer thing going on here, but take JB Weld. It's cold out, so I mixed it up over there. It was like solid as a rock, and then I took this bird deflector ribbon and wrapped it around to hold it all in place. So when I do get it all, when it does cure out, and it won't take long to cure to the point where it's, you know, solid enough to make it usable, or at least to get the bearing on there. This will just peel right off. It'll peel right off, and then what I'll do is I'll take a file, and I'll file that, and then I'll put the new bearing on there. Lock it fast. So what I can do is I'm actually going to shift it up a little bit and get a little bit more of the shoulder over here. We don't use this grinder mixer very much, but that fix will work in a pinch, and it'll save you a bunch of money because it cost me just not quite $15 for that bearing. Excuse me, not $15 for the bearing and the JB Weld I had, so whatever that was. And now it's just a waiting game with my little propane torch there, and we'll get that together and life will be good, because I want to get this grinder mixer out of my life. So right now I'm going to go move the truck over here. I got to get air in a tire and find out why it's leaking. Alright, what'd you do, pull it out already?
Yeah.
Yeah, these stabilizer bars, I bought them a while ago. Where is the other one? Where's the other part to it?
It's underneath.
Okay, yeah, it's real easy. These things, they're one of those overlooked parts, I think. But I knew these were bad this fall, so I had bought them, and they're hard. Can't just get these damn parts anymore. I had to wait for them. I had to get another thing on there. Where? Oh, okay. So I ordered these things, and it took a couple of weeks to get them for this truck, and then of course harvest happened, and I got one more load of corn. I was going to take it before I went to England, and I didn't get that chance to do that, and of course I got sick before I went. And anyway, so today's the day. We're going to put them in. They used to be, I remember them being fairly reasonable for the Mac. You know, they're forged aluminum. These are friction welded. You can see they're friction welded pieces on there, and they're steel, like a really good quality steel, but a torsion bar, torque rod, I guess they're calling it. Anyway, this truck was kind of getting so that it would waggle down the road a little bit, and I didn't like that. So I figured we'd go ahead and put them in today, and hopefully things go a little better. Just a little bit better. They're not hard to put in. They're just kind of awkward. They don't take long, but they're kind of awkward to put in. Ow, the fuck, did you see that? My fifth wheel being a pain in the ass. What is that about? There it is. Yeah. So anyways, I gotta grease that. Right, Tim? Corn under there. Oh, look, he's got that good. We're using a 1-inch impact with 3/4 inch, what do you call it there?
Yeah, 1 inch to 3/4 inch.
Yeah, adapter. To adapter to get it in there. I don't have a 3/4 inch Milwaukee. I'd like to buy one, but they're like $1,000. I know this
the
one.
at the,
This one here, I paid a good bit of money.
That one at the
Yeah.
show was,
How much?
I don't know, it was like $600.
That was pounds.
Well, yes.
So you got $1.30 a $1.30 per pound. So yeah, close to $1,000 by the time you're done. Well, anyway, yeah. So I just figured that would.
Damn it.
Now would you drop?
My nut.
Sounds like a real personal problem, Tim. Here you go.
Well, don't you deal with one every day?
A nut?
Yeah.
No, I don't. But these are good to forge. I don't know. Anyway, that's when they fall out. It's not a good deal. And I hate that they put it. It's on an aluminum pedestal with steel, so you use a grease to kind of insulate it. Now that one didn't move at all. Good. Don't break them off. So that's that. I'm gonna hand you those zip ties, or wire ties, whatever you want to call them.
Zip strips.
Zip strips, totally different stuff. You know, people drink that stuff, zip strip.
What?
Yeah, they do. If they can't get the Robitussin that they'll get high on, zip strip has the same drug in it, and they'll drink it, and then they'll throw it up. Plays hell on their throats and everything. They die. There's some messed up people in this world. I was watching that. It was a documentary on Robitussin. I think it was Robitussin DM. And I actually have a friend, and his wife was addicted to Robitussin. He ended up divorcing her, and when he did, he didn't know what was wrong with her. He thought she was an alcoholic, but she wouldn't drink. Anyways, she would buy Robitussin by like the crates, crates full. Always buying Robitussin. She'd get in the car and drive to 6 different places and buy Robitussin and then drink it. And anyway, he divorced her, and when he did, cleaned out her stuff, he found hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of bottles of Robitussin. And anyway, she's dead now. The addiction killed her. So if you see people with an abnormal amount of Robitussin in their possession, get them some help. Zip strips, the other thing that they'll do. So, but zip strip, that's brutal.